Be ready for a whirlwind because I think this video is going to be all over the place. I got things way out of order when I was actually doing them, so hang on for the ride. Alright, this is the 590 that I'm doing weird stuff with. It's got kind of odd port work and a 680 air filter, and it's got a 620 coil and an aftermarket 620 carb. Okay, the weird 590 with a weird ground chain and an 8-pin sprocket. I don't know if the chain's going to be too grabby for the sprocket or if it's all wrong, or who knows. We're finding out together. Switch to a different bar too. Maybe we got something going on there. That seems pretty nice for one of these 590s. Let's try that again real quick. That felt fast. I don't know if it's any faster than any of the other stuff, but it definitely felt fast. Let's see, I'm running out of test log, so I'm going to swap the modded muffler onto the stock saw, tune the stock saw, and then run it in this log again just to see what the gains are with just a muffler mod and adjusting the carburetor. I don't believe the oiler is working on that saw, or else the oil feed hole for the bar is really plugged up. But I'll figure it out because it looks like it's been oiling in the past. I just couldn't get anything to spit out of it in the past few minutes. Oh, I'll also put this chain on that one. Just for science, I swapped back to a 7-pin. I can't really help myself at this point because that was an interesting result. Swap to a 7-pin. I'm going to do a cut here. I'm going to move some logs and do a cut in a bigger log just because I want to see what's going on. Like I said, I couldn't help myself. I know I said 1, but that was like 3 or 4. Alright, got the new log moved over. This is a 20-inch bar, so we're there. Uh-oh. I don't know if this is live oak or post oak. It's got bigger leaves than live oak would typically have on it. I know some young live oaks will have these weird odd shaped leaves, but usually post oak is more of a, they got like a puzzle piece shaped leaf. That's too dark to be water oak. I don't know. But I think that saw's doing good. With only difference between the 7 and 8 pin that I can tell is you're a little more forgiving with the 7 pin, which is kind of what I figured. It pulled the 8 pin and the small stuff fine. It'd probably lug it down too much in that big piece, because that chain was that chain self feeds really well, and when you push on it, it's a little bit hungry, but if you just let it eat, it's fast. Let's see what we got here. And then there's the profile from the side, and there's the profile from the other side. I really think that a lot of that's the chain. I'm pretty hit or miss on chains right now, so take it with a grain of salt. I think that was a pretty clean hit. Some of my other ones have been misses. Let me do a muffler swap, and then I'll have to go home and start figuring out how to edit this video. Just as a comparison, here's my exhaust port on my ported saw versus a factory one. That's little bitty, and that's fairly large. This saw was purchased used, and you can kind of see pistons kind of scored up. I think I got one at home that's in better shape than that. So, you know, if I get it apart, I won't hesitate to throw the nicer one in the machine. Man, I hope that ain't enough to chew up the cylinder, but it's got good compression, starts and runs fine. Here's a bone stock 590. First start, muffler mod. I just bolted these two bottom ones. This one's kind of a dented up can. It doesn't want to line up with all the bolt holes on this saw. feels like it's tuned in pretty close. I'll do one cut here with the crappy chain. It ain't terrible, but it ain't great. And then I'll swap to my fast chain and do another one. Hang on, that wasn't even in the same log I was originally testing on. Okay, now we'll be apples to apples. Time for chain swap. Okay, now we have a decent chain on the stock saw with a muffler mod. Oh, I hit the stop switch. Time to load up all my crap and go home. Alright, my notes are a mess, but I reviewed the video and tried to get the best times I could. I kind of got everything down to the second. I can't split them up that fast. But in the video, the modded 590 running an 8-pin had 2 5-second cuts and 3 4-second cuts. It was 7-pin. It was all 5s, and that was in the small log. Stock with stock chain was 12 seconds. Muffler modded with stock chain 9 and 10. So you gained about, close to 20% with the muffler mod. Muffler mod with the same chain as in that cut, I was at 8 seconds. So from stock to muffler mod with a good chain, gained roughly 33% in the small wood. I didn't do stock with stock chain in this big log here. The modded saw with a 7-pin sprocket, run 14 both cuts. the best estimate I could get with a stock chain, or no, totally stock would be 32 seconds. Muffler mod with stock chain ran 28. Muffler mod with my sharpened chain ran 25. So even muffler mod, good chain to, you could take the chain out of the equation with just the port work here between these two. It was like a 44% improvement over the muffler mod with the same chain. These ran the exact same muffler mod and the exact same chain. So the port work gained 44%. That's pretty good, I think. In the small log, it was like 50% with 8 seconds versus 4 in the best times. Small log versus totally stock, you're looking at 66%. And I think if you went by the estimate where stock muffler stock chain would have roughly been 32, judging by all your improvements elsewhere, I think that was like 54% or 56% over this saw. It's well over 50% because 50% faster would be 28. So from totally stock to there is, I think closer to 56%. There's your times. And the small log was 66%. Good grief, I don't even remember what math I did. This is probably kind of goobered up, but this is all the times. Anyway, modded saw is a lot faster, even compared to muffler mod with the same chain. I'm still picking up a lot. Just stock to muffler mod picked up, roughly 20%.